Hello students, today we will start class 7th civics chapter number 5. The further subtopics will be started today, but before starting the further subtopics we have to go back and to memorize the things which we studied in the last class. The subtopics which we studied in the last class, the subtopics are breaking stereotypes, learning for change. In breaking stereotypes, we knew about the character Lakshmi Lakra, a tribal girl from Jharkhand. She became the first engine driver in Northern Railway. She had broken the stereotype that was made that women can't be an engine driver. Afterward, in second subtopic, learning for change, we read about Ramabai, who struggled a lot. On that time, during 18th century, when education was not available, especially for women, on that time she got the education at her home. Her parents supported her and she learned Sanskrit. She knew Sanskrit. She could read and write. And she also set up mission for widows and women, where they could learn a lot of skills. They learned there. They were learning carpentry. They were also learning there running printing presses, understand, and many more things that are not taught today. Such thing they learned in earlier time. Afterward, we will read the subtopics. The subtopics which we will start here, the subtopics are learning for change, schooling and education today. Understand? These two subtopics which we will start today. Firstly, we will start the story of Raj Sundari Devi, 1800 to 1890. Understand? Raj Sundari Devi, 1800 to 1890, she was born in West Bengal some 2000 years ago, and at the age of 60 she wrote her autobiography Amar Jeevan, and in her autobiography she had written how she had struggled to get education. On that time, it was believed that if a woman learned to read and write, she would bring bad luck to her husband and become widow. Understand? But she taught herself how to read and write in secret. What she had done, her son, who was reading his book, alphabet book, and what had happened when her husband was reading the story of a saint, Chaitanya Bhagavat, the story of a saint life. On that time, when he said to his son to keep the book, on that time Raj Sundari Devi was working at home and she listened, and she took one page from the story, and afterwards she had also taken one page from her son book, and she was matching together them. Afterward, she became able to read the story Chaitanya Bhagavat herself. She practiced a lot, she struggled a lot, and afterwards she became successful in reading the book Chaitanya Bhagavat. Understand? Afterward we are coming about the second lady who struggled a lot to get education. The name of that lady was Rokeya Sakhawat Hussain. Understand? Rokeya Sakhawat Hussain was born into a rich family who owned a lot of land. Though she knew how to read and write, she only knew to read and write Urdu, and she wanted to know about Bangla and English, but on that time it was prohibited for women to learn English, because on that time it was believed that it would expose the girls' ideas. Understand? So on that time the knowledge of English was restricted, but with the support of his family members, she learned English with the support of her elder brother and her elder sister. She learned English, and for the practice she wrote a story. The story name is Sultana's Dream in 1905, and in the story she wrote about the story of a girl who, in the dream, she wrote in the story that the lady Sultana, who went to the heaven with her sister Sarah, and in the heaven the total command, the total control was of women. Women were flying aeroplanes, they were studying, they were doing inventions, they were flying cars in sky. Understand? A lot of things. And the gun and weapons of men became futile because of the wisdom of women. Understand? Aggressive guns and other weapons of war defeated by the brain power of women. Understand? But what had happened when Sultana when Rokeya Hussain came out from the dream, she got that it was only a dream. Understand? But today, what is happening in today's era, the girls are doing better in every sector. But on that time she thought that the girl would fly the aeroplanes, they would be scientists, they would do invention. She had thought earlier. Understand? The next subtopic is schooling and education today. Student, you know that today both boys and girls attend school in large number, but today the differences of girls and boys are differ today also. According to 1961 census, the ratio of men education was 40%, while the ratio of women education was only 15%. And according to 2001 census, the number has been increased. 76% men were educated and 54% women were educated. But these numbers were not matching. The differences are always in a sequence, in an order. The main problem is that in the society we get that, especially in elementary education, especially the backward classes, suppose that SC, ST, which were scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, it was got that the student from scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and from Muslim community in the earlier time, according to 2001 census, they had left school very early stage. Adivasis and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe students, they left school at only after studying 4 years, and Muslim girls left school after 3 years of education. So the reason behind this may be the resources, suppose that the schools were not available in local areas, or it may be possible that proper transportation were not available, and the financial condition may be the reason not to get the education on that time. Today is also. So we don't say that we can't make any stereotype regarding any community or any caste and creed that this is the reason they don't like to make their children educated. The reason may be financial, the reason may be not availability of school and colleges in local areas, transport and another may be the transportation facility will not be available. So reasons may be a lot. Discrimination, in society we get discrimination. Suppose that in the case of Om Prakash Valmiki, what had happened, so reason may be different, so we can't make prejudice, stereotype regarding this. Understand? So schooling and education is important part for everybody. It must be provided to all, irrespective of the religion, caste and creed. So the government must take attention in this sphere, so that the people who are untrodden, who are in lower category, they are discriminated, they are illiterate, they may get the chance. Understand? So I hope that you have understood all these subtopics. Thanks for watching the video.